He's laughing now because they have a like dirty boxing, really, you know. They just fighting hard, but there is like no good technique. But Ilya will be laugh now because Ilya has such a high level boxing. So,
is Conor gonna come back? Is John gonna fight Pereira? Which Dana is kind of is not uncertain about. But I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilya potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. You know, it should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, you know, being fair competitively, you know, especially in the performance that he puts, like, why wouldn't you? Right. You know, in the perfect picture, you would want Justin to fight Ilya.
Said, welcome to the big leagues, Paddy Pimblett. One up for the legends. Right. What do you think about just like you carry? How much pride do you?
We're up 3. He beat BSD. I beat Fazeev, and I just beat Paddy. We're up 3 right now. Topuria took out Max, so we might be 3-1. But I'm going to try to avenge that one.
Justin Gaethje's interim title victory didn't just shake up the division; it effectively pointed to what comes next. Ilya Topuria responded almost immediately, and now both fighters are publicly calling for the exact same matchup. At that point, it stops being promotional noise. When two of the most dangerous fighters in the sport openly target each other at the same time, it signals some.
I believe with performance like this man has delivered each and every time, I believe Justin and Ilya potentially becomes the headliner for that card.
You're 100% right. And you're 100% right, and it should be. You know, it should be. It should be. If you want to talk about, you know, being fair.
Something inevitable rather than hypothetical. Even while admitting he picked up serious injuries and will need time to recover, Justin has already shifted his focus to what matters most. He made it clear that competing on that specific card means more to him than any other opportunity inside the cage. In his view, moments like this don't come around often, and only a major setback.
I'm sure the adrenaline's still flowing a little bit, but do you have an update on physically, like how you feel? Like, are you going to need some time off? Is there possibly anything broken after?
I mean, I definitely need some time off. He fucking rocked my brain a couple times, and the only thing we have over the more dangerous sports, which is boxing and football, is we get to take time, and so I will do that. But the White House is in June, and you know, I represent this country. I represented it tonight, and I hope to be, obviously, look at the position and opportunity they just gave me here. There's no way they're keeping me off that card unless I'm dead.
When the idea of a potential matchup with Ilya on a White House card was brought up, Justin didn't overplay it. He stayed grounded, but he also acknowledged the magnitude. He believes it could be one of the biggest fights the UFC can make, especially given Ilya's rapid rise, his dominant performances, and the way their styles collide. Justin also made it clear that if an undisputed title is on the line, he's prepared to take control of the situation.
And how popular Ilya's become and just the method of victory he's had and your style of fighting, and add those two to the White House, how big do you think that fight could be between you two?
I mean, if I had any bit of a personality, it'd be fucking huge. But I just can't. I can't lie. I can't exaggerate. You know, it's what I do. It's who I am. It's who my parents taught me to be. But I mean, there's no doubt it would be the best. You know, one of the best fights that they could definitely put on. It'll be for an undisputed belt, and I think they want to have 6 or 7. You know, whatever. They want to have as many as possible. So if he's not back by then, they will strip him, and I will be undisputed, and then I'll fight for the belt on there.
From Justin's perspective, Ilya first took shots at Paddy, criticizing him for failing to beat an aging opponent and claiming he wasted the biggest payday of his career. Ilya then shifted his attention to Justin, offering brief acknowledgement of the win before delivering a warning. Ilya stated that whatever comes next puts Justin in serious danger. Facing him, he said, won't be easy. Justin, however, stayed composed. He responded by saying success depends on preparation, his coaches, and trusting his own abilities. He believes he's in this position for a reason, though he understands the final outcome isn't something anyone can fully control. Time will decide. When asked if he had a message for champion Ilya Topuria, Justin Gaethje didn't hesitate.
You are the first 2-time interim champion in UFC history. You don't usually get too many second chances, but here you go to a unifier with an undefeated top 3 pound-for-pound fighter. I know he is not Khabib, but what are you taking into this fight with Ilya in terms of lessons and why you're going to make it work this time?
Just gotta trust the preparation, trust in my coaches and trust in my skills. I'm here for a reason. I hope it's my destiny, but I don't get to write that, so.
He dismissed the trash talk, the hype, and the noise, saying he has no interest in sending messages. Instead, he relies on his coaching staff to handle the work, breaking down Ilya, building the right game plan, and drilling it daily. For Justin, everything comes down to preparation, precision, and execution. When he steps into the cage, the strategy and effort put in by his team will speak louder than any words ever could. Motivation was never in question. Despite years of setbacks and hard battles, Justin remains driven by the ultimate goal, fighting for a championship. To him, this is the prize he's chased throughout his UFC career. This moment represents the perfect opportunity to define his legacy. Plenty of voices have weighed in on this potential matchup, and Dana White believes it's shaping up to be an all-out striking battle. Both Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria carry serious knockout power.
You have a message for Ilia Topuria if he's watching this?
No. No, I don't give a
The
fuck.
message will be in the octagon.
I don't give a fuck. I control my thoughts. I control my emotions. I won't give him the time of day. I'll, rely on my coach to watch him a lot. I've seen him fight, obviously, but I don't really go back and watch these guys. I really rely on my coach. I watched Paddy today. I watched Paddy and Chandler today. But I really rely on my coach to create a game plan and instill it into training. And yeah, this is so fast. I have no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Well,
if Gaethje enters the fight fully healthy, White expects non-stop action from start to finish. With two of the division's most dangerous punchers facing off, fans can expect elite technique, constant tension, and a fight capable of stealing the spotlight on any card.
It was either going to be you, Paddy, or Armin fighting Ilya. Then obviously the news, Ilya wasn't going to fight early this year. At any point, was it frustrating or just difficult to get that motivation? Because it kind of felt like you were right there, and now you have to win one more after already going through all the battles. Was that ever difficult to have to get up for one more challenge before that opportunity?
No. I mean, I wanted it to be for a championship. This makes me a champion on paper with the UFC, so I'm very proud of what I accomplished tonight. I'm proud of the opportunity that it's gained me to fight a guy like Ilya. And this is everything I've ever wanted. This chance to write the end of my last chapter.
Congrats.
Demetrious Johnson also shared his perspective, calling Gaethje the ideal opponent. He doubts Justin has any intention of defending an interim belt, believing his sights are clearly set on the undisputed title. Johnson described Justin as a disciplined, intelligent fighter with legitimate knockout power, pointing to wins over Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway as proof. He expects Topuria to stay composed, keep his...
And now that it seems that it's going to be Gaethje versus Topuria, it's probably going to be a crazy fight also, most likely striking. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be interesting. I think that Ilya hits like a truck, and so does Gaethje. And I think if Gaethje prepares properly and gets
defense tight and carefully read the flow of the fight, setting up a fascinating tactical battle. As for Arman Tsarukyan, Johnson believes he's largely at the mercy of the UFC's matchmaking decisions. In an ideal world, Johnson sees Tsarukyan facing Gaethje next. But with Justin likely waiting for an undisputed title fight against Topuria,
Ilia Topuria, or he's going to fight Arman Tsarukyan. And I think the right thing is for him to fight Ilia Topuria. But if Ilia Topuria is not ready, I'm not sure if Justin Gaethje wants to defend an interim championship. I think he really wants that undisputed. And hopefully we get Ilia Topuria. Now, when I look forward to Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje, I think Ilia Topuria is just way too disciplined on the feet. I think he has the knockout power. You look what he's done against Charles Oliveira. You look what he's done against Max Holloway. Ilia Topuria is very strategic, disciplined, where he's going to have his hands up. He's going to pot. He's going to get a look at what's going on. I just feel like he's a way cleaner boxer, and he puts his combinations together 1, 2, 3, nothing overzealous, but a fight's a fight.
Until then, Tsarukyan will continue building his profile, handling media obligations, and sharpening his skills. Johnson hopes Arman eventually gets his shot at Gaethje, with the winner earning a chance at Topuria. Ultimately, it comes down to the UFC's call. They decide what happens next.